Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to look at finding distance, and we're going to find the distance between two integers. So in your notebook, finding distance is going to be page 13 and 14. And then here are your notes. Now, you don't have to write the directions. Okay, so you don't even have to write the associational question. So just write this and then our problems that we work on, all right? So we are looking at how to find the distance between two integers on a number line. And integers, just a reminder, integers are positive and negative numbers. So the distance, if we talk about distance, if you think about running, that's kind of an easy way to think about distance or remember distance. Whenever you run, it doesn't matter if you go outside and you turn to the right and you run 3 miles, you ran 3 miles. Or if you walk outside of your house and instead of turning right, you turn left and you go 3 miles, you went 3 miles. It doesn't matter what direction that you go, you still went 3 miles. So the same idea on a number line. When we're talking about distance between 2 points, we're simply talking about this space. Just like when we talk about absolute value, we talk about absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. So it's the space that they are apart. So here we are going to look at distance between two different numbers. So the distance is the amount of space between two objects. The distance between two integers on a number line is the absolute value of their difference. So we've already looked at absolute value. Remember, absolute value is represented by these straight lines. And absolute value is the distance it is from 0, or the distance that number is from something else. And then here we have the word difference. Now, you know what difference means. You use that word in math for many, well, I guess for lots of years you've used the word difference. Difference means to subtract. So in order to find the distance, we find the difference of the 2 points and then take that absolute value, because when we talk about distance, our answer is going to be positive. Let me make sure. Okay, good. It's on the screen. All right, so here what I've done is I've given you 2 points. So we have -8 and -2. And you can look on the number line, -8, -2, and you can count. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Okay, so the distance between these 2 points is 6. And here we're going to look at how to calculate that, okay? Because sometimes our numbers are so far apart that we can't just count on the number line. So here, the reason there are 2 problems, it's to show you that it doesn't matter what number comes first. No matter what, you'll get the same answer. So if you remember our rules for subtracting, we're going to do stay, change, change. So first number stays, subtraction changes to addition, and then the negative changes to a positive. -8 plus 2, so we have different signs, so we're going to subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. And we have more negatives, so our answer is negative. However, remember this is distance. So with the distance, we find the absolute value. And the absolute value of -6 is 6. And that's just like what we set up here. It's going to be 6 spaces away. And then here you can do the same thing. Stay, change, change. And then you end up subtracting because of your positive and negative number. So 8 minus 2 is 6. And again, you're taking the absolute value of that, which is 6. So the rest of the page is front and back, and all of it is just practicing, okay? We practice it so much for 2 reasons. 1, to help you get better and stronger and more fluent with negatives, and 2, to help you get better, stronger, fluent with absolute value. And when we put those 2 things together, that's when it comes to distance, okay? So on the first 6 problems, I have it both ways so that you can see when you're finding the absolute value, it doesn't matter which number comes first, okay? Now down here and on the back, I've only put one of the ways because I think right here you can get the point that if you switch the number, you'll get the same answer. But we'll continue here with our practice, okay? What I want you to do for each section, since you don't get this printed out, I want you to pick 4. So you're going to pick 4 from here, pick 4 from here, and then the same on the back, okay? But I'm going to do some more of these with you for practice. If you don't need the practice, or you all need the practice, if you don't need to listen to me, you can stop the video now and just work on it. If not, you can follow along with me, and I'll keep working out some of these problems, okay? So again, this is the absolute value of -7 and 3. So if we look on the number line, -7 to 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I probably counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we count on the number line, we have 10 spaces between -7 and 3. And then here we can look at y. So we have -7 plus -3 when we do stay, change. Now, both of these are subtraction problems. So if we follow our rules, same signs, add and keep. So 7 plus 3 is 10. And I'm going to keep that negative sign. The absolute value of -10 is 10. And then here again, stay, change. And 3 plus 7 is 10. And the absolute value of 10 is 10. Alright, so here you could do stay, change. Some of you can think about this. 5 take away 10 is the same thing as 5 adding -10. And then that's going to equal -5. Or here, 10 minus 5 is 5. And again, the absolute value of both of these is 5. Okay? And if you think about a number line, from 5 to 10 is 5 spaces. Alright, so remember you're picking 4 from each of these. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to do one from down here now. Make sure you can still see good. Alright, so here -10 and -35. So I've given you another number line. This time, please note that it's counting by it's counting by 5s, not by 1s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this answer should be 25. Let's make sure when we calculate it. Again, it's subtraction, so we're going to change it to addition. And when we do that, we change subtraction to addition. So since we did the opposite here, we have to do the opposite here. So the opposite of -35 is +35. Now it is an addition problem, so we can use our rules. We have a negative here and a positive here. Because we have different signs, we need to subtract. 35 minus 10 is going to be 25. And the absolute value of 25 is 25. Alright, the next one, we have subtracting with a negative, so I'm going to change it to addition. When I do that, the opposite of subtracting is adding, so the opposite of negative is a positive. So 10 plus 20 is 30. And then the absolute value of 30 is still 30. Okay? And if you think about this on the number line, we're going from 10 to -20. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So our answer makes sense. It's always helpful to check your answer on a number line if possible to ensure that your answer does make sense. Here we have 2 positives. This is going to be simple, what you guys would call regular math that you've always done. So you can do that one, and I'll let you pick 2 more. And if you flip it over on the back, I have number lines here. And then again, you have your practice problems in the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of each, and just a reminder, you are picking 4 in each section to do. Alright, so here we are going, excuse me, sorry about that. Negative 4 stays, subtraction changes to addition, and this negative changes to a positive. So negative 4 plus 20. Using your addition rules for positive and negative numbers, same signs, add and keep, different signs, you subtract. So 20 minus 4, it's going to be 16. And the absolute value of 16 is 16. Down here, I'll do this last one with you. So negative 25 minus 25. So again, over and over and over, your rule for subtraction, the first thing you want to do is change it to an addition problem. You do that by keeping the first number the same. The subtraction changes to addition, and then you have to do the opposite of this. So the opposite of a positive 25 is a negative 25. So now it says negative 25 plus negative 25. If you think about your rules for addition problems with integers, it's same signs. You add and you keep the sign. So here 25 plus 25 is 50, and you're going to keep that negative. And the absolute value of negative 50 is 50. So go ahead, finish this page, or these pages, I guess you should say. Again, on the front, this was page 13. This was page 14. And you're writing it in your binder or your notebook. I'll put them both back on the camera so it's clear so you can see it well for a few seconds. Hopefully this helps. Finding distance is just another way to use subtraction and absolute value. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.